your former team, one of them, you have a lot of those, the Indiana Pacers.
Nap time.
And those Boston Celtics that we are discussing, they're locked up in a head-to-head battle for home court advantage in a series against each other. When you look at the Eastern Conference standings, it's pretty clear who number 3 is right here. You know, it's pretty clear who number 6 is right there. But that 4 and 5 is a really interesting battle. They're tied right now. Jalen Rose, they both won last night. Mm-hmm. Why do we still not consider the Pacers a threat in the playoffs?
First off, when you start talking about coaches of the year, Nate McMillan must get mentioned. With Budenholzer and some other people that are doing amazing jobs. Malone out in Denver. The reason why is you don't normally see a team get better in the playoffs without their best player. Mm-hmm. They're a 50-win team without an all-star. You normally don't see that take place. No. So therefore, when you look at like their stats or like what they've been able to do with or without him on the floor, the distinction says, wow, they're really good on paper. They play hard in the regular season.
Like, look at what they're doing defensively there. They're number 1 in the NBA with opponent points per game and number 3 in defensive efficiency. Like, these are good numbers for them. But at the bottom, 2-7 in their last 9 games, that's not exactly how you want to end up going into the playoffs.
Well, here's the thing. Like, during the regular season, it's almost like being a student. Your grade point average is a reflection of your effort. Showing up every day, showing up on time, getting extra credit, doing all of the dirty work. Your test taking is like the playoffs. That's your skill. And without their best player, it would seem like all of a sudden can Bogdanovich, can Sabonis, can Collison, Miles Turner, who they gave a big deal, Wesley Matthews, can these guys lift themselves and get a couple of those guys to play at an all-star level? Because I've seen this collection of Celtics without Kyrie Irving perform in the playoffs. But the Pacers going to play hard. And this idea that it's going to be easy for the Celtics, it won't be at all.
Very quickly on this one, there's a sneaky huge game tonight in the Western Conference. I'm going to have to stay up late for this one. You know I don't like to do that. The Warriors host the Nuggets. And the Warriors are now 1 game ahead of the Nuggets for the number 1 seed. The Nuggets could tie it up. And this would be a huge home court advantage for them if they could end up pulling that up. So the Warriors have fluctuated in their effort this year in the regular season. They seem to be a little complacent sometimes. Are we going to see the playoff Warriors? Are we going to see the third quarter Warriors? Are we going to see the best of the Warriors tonight as they host the Nuggets?
I'm going to continue to be the person that says when the Warriors drop 24 games, we're not going to give them, they were just complacent. They lost. Mm-hmm. Okay? And the Denver Nuggets, while being a young group led by Jokic and Murray, they have Paul Millsap, who's a vet, and Barton, and so many guys they've been able. Monte Morris has played really well for them. This is their first time playing together in the playoffs. It's going to be a learning curve. Mm-hmm. So the more comfort you get, the more confident you'll be. So if they can get home court advantage, if they can dust the Warriors when they play them, now all of a sudden it makes you feel a little better. Stick your chest out a little more regardless of the opponent, because that mental edge that the Warriors have on Denver, they have on the rest of the league. They won 3 of the last 4 championships.
Yes, they did.